game, don't play with my name. You come with your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah, put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey coach, put me in the game.
Yeah, that my Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grrr to the reality, we still outside. Mine on the riches, hard in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boy stocks on the...
From the home of the 2021 AFC champs, there's a look inside newly named Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Tonight it's on to week 4 as we've got a good Thursday night matchup in store between the Miami Dolphins and the Cincinnati Bengals. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in week 4. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. This defense for the Dolphins, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks. And plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. The Bengals sit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Off the play fake. Here's Franks. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. So still 14 yards to go, second down. Now before the second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's go, charge! Hey, confused.
Second down, here's Chubb again. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on 3rd down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
They go play action with Franks. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it. And oftentimes...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And the gamble fails. It's incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And this defense holds on the night's opening drive.
go, set.
Smith on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's go now.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now Geno. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Geno. Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And the Bengals grab it. And the return will stop right around the 25. And the aggressive play call simply does not work out. You're on your own side of the field here, punt it, right?
Yeah, I would agree with that. There's a time for analytics and a time for being aggressive, but not with this field position. There's also a time for good old football 101 sets.
Yeah.
Punt it away. Let your defense take over with better field position.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Nick Chubb with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. He finds Bolden. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned.
Tyler Lockett. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Will Lutz on for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one. But now playing here on Thursday night, do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's a loss of 8 yards there to bring up third.
The safety position continues to evolve into a bigger role in run defense than in the past. They certainly love to have him drop down and get aggressive in bringing ball carriers down behind the line of scrimmage. Not many bigger stops than that one right there.
And connecting here with DJ Chark. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for fourth.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be fourth and short.
They'll run for it. Chubb. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Geno now to throw. He's going to go up top again. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. And now we'll see punter Tyler Newsome. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Ready, break.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 104 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. And again, it's Chubb. He'll take this to the 46.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Frank's throw taken in by Chark. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 27-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Chubb will get the call running left. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Setting up play action. Franks. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Okay,
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Down the left sideline. It's a big play there for Miami. 44 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
He'll go underneath here to Elliott. And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the 1st down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
Ready, break.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. He'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? Does it bring in your tight end, keep him in, your running backs, they have to step forward? Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
The kick by Lutz is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 131 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues. The previous run good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Now Franks. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Deontay Thompson. And the Dolphins are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, it might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of pushing.
No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. The final shot here before break. Smith. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went in at the half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw is Smith. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Joey Bosa able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. They begin this drive with Chubb. And some room to work. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
155 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They run it again with Chubb. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards that time at a Cincinnati first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Handoff comes to Chubb. And some room to roam now. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. A give. This is Chubb. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Nick Chubb halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50 as his guys are able to extend their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Looking deep downfield, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
He's going to let it go again. This is caught at the 20. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
From the red zone now, Smith buying time to his left. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
4 yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Out of his end zone, here comes Jalen Reagor. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tartt. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
He hits his target, Lockett. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Yeah, you only get a 1-yard buffer there from the line of scrimmage, and he got downfield a little too far, and the flag came out. Off of play action, here's Smith. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Joey Bosa bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the 1st down sack. Smith. This pass caught. It's Woods. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Smith. It's caught left side, Bolden. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. From the gun, here's Smith. That's complete to Bolden. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And that's a much-needed 1st down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Joey Bosa make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game.
Oh, man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try to move forward.
Off-tackle run here for Nick Chubb. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 218 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Franks now. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. They go up the middle with Chubb, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Right. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A give running right is Chubb. And some space here. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he gets it down to the 32. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Now Chubb running right. And he will be marked down short of the 1st as they get to him at the 29. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away. Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 41. A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
The Franks looking to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They'll run for it. Chubb. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Boy, sitting on a 2-score lead at this stage in the game. That punter, he must be pretty lonely over there on the sideline thinking, why in the world was my number not called there?
As far as he's concerned, the check will still cash, right? It is your choice not to use me in this situation. But I also look at it this way. Some coaches are more aggressive than others. They just want to take care of the football, have the ball on offense, and go at it that way. So a very interesting call, but he wants to take care of the ball himself.
One last shot at the end zone. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was